Hey everybody, it's me. It's Eric. Um, I've been kind of going through it a little bit. If you follow my feed, probably see that little makeshift grave there, the marker that I built. Like, tried to make it like a little, almost like a pyramid um, to it, but that's just the marker for where I had to bury my cat. She had got hit again and didn't make it. Boo, my little black cat. Yeah, I'm convinced that's what happened the time I thought I lost her. She was gone like 4 days. I didn't see her. And then she came back. Well, I actually found her down in the greenhouse. I was down there just checking the temperatures and stuff. And um, I noticed the side of the corner of my eye and I'm like, oh shit, that's Boo. So I run up there to her, she couldn't even really stand. I mean, that's why, probably took her 4 days just to get you know, into the greenhouse and shit. Um, Lay under there under the bench to try to heal up. Not, she what didn't look nothing, no blood. I mean, I didn't seem broke, but she was all messed up. I carried her upstairs and made her stay in for a week, but she made a full recovery. You couldn't even tell, other than like where you could see her hair was all kind of scraped off, like you could just see the skin. Like I'd never come back either. I mean, that was going to be bare like at the rest of her life in those spots, but she lived. She survived. She came all the way back. Mare's mom on her mom. But no, and it's just so, it was hard to deal with, folks. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Because, I just went through that with her. I mean, literally, that was only maybe a month or two ago. It wasn't that long, and I'm grieving. I think I lost her, and now this time for sure, you know, she was laying up there. She tried to get back to the greenhouse. She made it to the sidewalk. I saw her laying. I was like, "Is that Boo up there in the sidewalk?" I opened the window at the sink, and I'm like, "Boo, Boo, hey girl." No movement. I'm like, "Oh fuck!" It just the dread hit me. I knew what happened. I knew she got fucking hit, and she was laying there dead. So I went up and grabbed her and put her in a bin down there, and she laid there. She laid there a couple days. I couldn't even bury her. But every time I seen her, and I let Maisie recognize her. Maisie recognized her several times and smelled her, and she would go over to the bin and see her. So Maisie knows she's gone. She was on responsive multiple days, There she lies. She's gone, Boo. Or, yeah, Boo. Go on, Maisie. I'd tell her, and of course, I'd be breaking down. I'm crying and shit. And Maisie's like, what's wrong? She's sensing it. What's wrong, Dad? But no, so that's been difficult. But, just two times so close. And, I was so thankful and grateful. And, it tests your faith in a sense. One harder than that, even, is, your propensity to want to ask why, I mean, accidents happen and shit, but yeah, nothing, like, that ain't done, I don't know. People do drive up and down this road, and that burns me up. It does. There's this fucking truck it burns up through here in a Cherokee, Grand Cherokee. Motherfucking resident. I mean, every fucking time, I'm like, you son of a bit. Not to get to this block, it's almost as if, whatever, knows it bothers me, hits it right out here. Like, whoa, right up through the fucking. It's ridiculous, but yeah. So whether it happened that way or how it happened, she got hit. She like I said, the cat wasn't slow. She had great ability to jump. I mean, could jump real high and shit. I'm not sure. It just doesn't make any sense. But she clearly got hit by a car. I mean, I know. That's what killed her. But yeah. So anyhow, But the weather's been so nice. This is kind of what I wanted to actually talk about, but I figured I'd share that because I know a couple people had responded, "Oh, Miss who?" And I hadn't really told hardly anybody. I mean, because I just don't want to talk about it. I don't. She's gone, and that's that. Whether I'll hear from her on the other side or not, it's more with animals. You feel their presence. At least for me, it's not like they're telling you things, like you're getting information from them. It's just you just feel them, and maybe memories and shit, like real, and the feelings, the emotions, um, are real when it happens. It's pretty cool, actually. I've had it happen. But so out on the walk, um, I see squirrels and stuff and birds, but we decided to. Of course, I have Maisie with me, and I haven't been walking at the river, because we would walk down here from the house, just down and make it a real nice long walk. Get down to the path, do the whole path, walk out main road, and back to the house. Probably I don't know 2.5 mile walk, whatever. But in the winter, I hadn't been doing it. But it's been getting nicer. I'm like, well, shit, we're in the car, but maybe just pop in the river. We had already walked at the park we've been walking at, and I decided, well, let's pop in there, see if she wants to, because I can keep her off the lead there too at the river. At the parks, I can't, and she walks good on the lead now, but she likes being off the lead better and being able to hunt. Like she's a cocker spaniel, so she has a natural hunting tendency, and she's good at it. She does a good job. But we get down there and we're walking. I'm seeing robins, and when you know it, I look down and there's that blue herring, and I'm looking at it a while, and actually even kind of talk. It's not startled, so I get into my fucking pocket to get my phone. I'm still not startled. Doesn't even care. I'm like, okay, cool. He's going to let me get a picture. A lot of times it ruins the moment. So I don't even bother trying half the times to take pictures of the shit I'm seeing. But just beautiful down there, and I'm zooming in a little. I should have just took it zoomed out because I had it up. I had it on him. And I'm like, nah, zoom in, but get a good. As soon as I went to pinch to bring it in, he went off, and then of course now I'm zoomed some. If I was out, I might have been able to get it in the air, but I took 3 or 4 in the air, thinking I had it, but because of the zoom, till I checked the photos, he wasn't in any of them. Not to mention it was kind of you had to see through the trees, but nonetheless, I couldn't see the bird. I couldn't make it out in any of the picture. I'm like, shit, I missed it. Out of the 3 I took when it was flying. But no, I mean, that's normally, I thought I should have just took it zoomed out, normal zoom, and I would at least had a picture of it. But I seen him again. There's a couple of them. Must be a mating pair. But whether it's that one or I see them all the time down there on that path or at other spots. They have a little bit of a range that they meander the river there, and then I saw a cardinal and a hawk out at the end, towards the end of it, and then you turn around and it's just straight out, straight back type of path. And I saw a hawk out at the end, and I tried to, I can't really do a hawk squawk, but I tried to mimic. Always ends up sounding more crow or something, I think. And it did circle back around. It because it was it was like away, and then it made a circle. So it did hear it. It's like, what the hell's that? And it circled back around, but it just kind of went then, and we just headed back the trail. But nah, it's like I think I said already. I was seeing robins. And I noticed even up high, This was up high. It was a group of them, and they were pretty high. I'm like, what's that's seagulls, I think. Fucking seagulls, you know. But I guess they fly around too, you know. I mean, whatever. But now shit's getting active. I mean, everything. This sun was even almost threatening. It was kind of spitting, you know, it was kind of rainy and cloudy, but, you know. But I would just encourage you, you know, I mean, as the weather starts breaking here, get out, get grounded, and, of course, consciously breathe, get in a nice, because when you're out of a building and in fresh air, and it's not like, at least where I'm living, it's pretty, it's not to say there's no pollution. I mean, come on. But no, it's a lot better than like say a city or, big city and shit, no smog. And, there's a lot of nicer places, more pure places on the earth to live. But yeah, it isn't horrible. You're outside, you get fresh air, and it really helps you. And I mean, especially this time of year when it's still colder and winter, just the vitamin D, you're not getting the sun in a lot of parts. I mean, it does good to get out and walk and see the animals and shit, connect with them. And I've seen a lot of squirrels. And like I said, my dog, she just loves to run that, them. I mean, she does a good job at creeping up on them. And I take Peanuts along and sling some to them. I like to watch them come and get them. They're actually hot ones. I like hot, spicy things. They don't seem to mind. I mean, it doesn't seem to bother them, but it's Cajun. They are a little bit spicy. But they don't really mess with the shell much. They just kind of rip it out, crack it and get the inside. But it's still spicy a little bit. But they didn't seem to mind them, But yeah, I just wanted to share that, and kind of give that update on Booze. You can see I'm not broken talking about her. So I felt it and released it. Oh, and I'll close with this. In this neighborhood, there's a lot of, and there was when I was a kid too, living here. I'm staying now in a childhood apartment I grew up in the 70s, latchkey kid. But there was stray cats then, and there's stray cats now. It's always been this way in the neighborhood. I mean, a lot of the cats we got them by being stray, feeding them, and then they're an inside outside, and some we would keep, decide, hey, we're going to keep this one in all the time. But that's how we got most of our cats. And, like I said, some no. I mean, a lot of them were black ones. For me, I've always had a black one, and now it's gone. But um, there's a tiger cat that's been kind of warming up to me. And I had that tabby cat that was coming around, and somebody took that in. I mean, that's what happened there. I mean, I think that cat was just too, and I wasn't never going to keep it in now. I'm just, even though you take that chance, I mean, they can get hit, and you could be like, well, you're being a bad, no, I'm not. They can't get off the road and shit like that. Like, dog now, it's different. But with a cat and shit, and the way they run in this neighborhood, no, I couldn't make it stay inside. It would be an inside outside cat. So I'd always have that chance, but anyhow, this tiger cat, he's kind of cute. It might be a female. It's kind of big though if it is, but it can be because tiger cat they're bigger. They get bigger, so even the females tend to be bigger, but a little shorter. And I couldn't really tell. Didn't really get a gauge on its length, but um, it wasn't weirded out. I was talking to it, and it wasn't startled and running from me and shit. See me a few times and has allowed me to talk to it. I put some food down there for it. We'll see if it eats it, but it did leave. It did run out of the greenhouse. Like I opened the door. I wasn't gonna try to walk to it. I was just gonna try to see if it would come down closer to me with the door open. Um, and then that's when it left. But I did put some food down there for it, so we'll see if I can't. If most time maybe don't have a new cat in mind here. It's going to be my familiar and a cat here, but I don't know. We'll see. I still have Maisie, bless her soul. She's 8 now, around that. And she's had her share of problems. I mean, it's just that, it has kind of been one thing after the other, really. I mean, just a lot of shit going on in my life. And I got to just say it, folks. I mean, um, when you get on this spiritual path and you start waking up to things, you maybe start exposing things, not even necessarily because you're trying to expose them. It's just what light does. I mean, even just a spark of light in you know, t- like a matchstick would light a damn cave, you know what I mean? A cave enough that, dispel the total darkness. And now you can freaking, just from a small little bit of it, see the whole damn, not maybe well, but you can see it. And I think that's what kind of happens. I mean, so it's not all, you're tested. I mean, everything's either a lesson or a blessing. So your perspective and your attitudes and things. But I mean, all this, whether it's loss, a death, a separation, I mean, divorce, I mean, whatever the things are, loss of a job, you had to walk away from a job, whatever you're facing or going through. I mean, just keep it on a beam, 10 toes down, most high first, and it'll all work out. But, I think that actually an evidence of that even you're doing something right, I mean, is the fact that you do have some heat. There's mom. You do have some heat. You do have some opposition. You do have some people unhappy. The demons within. It's not even about the vessel, the people that, and some get attached. I mean, it's not like necessarily, oh, I'm signing my name in blood. I'll prick my finger and sign my name in blood to the devil. I'm selling my soul. You can still get attachments and entities and shit on you. Just being unaware of it or being naive to it, being like, oh, that shit's hocus pocus. There's nothing real, okay. And then the next thing you know, you got one on your back. You got an attachment. You know nothing about. You don't do any protection or anything like that. And shit can happen. So I mean, so just be aware. Be drawing close to the Most High, like I said, and following the signs and symbols, synchronicities. Be a truth seeker. Don't go against your gut, like what in the instant you feel, but oh man, but that'll mean X, Y, and Z, and what will so and so say, or what will happen here? Well, that's the punchline. You don't know, but that's what it takes. A willingness. I don't know how the hell this is going to shake out. I don't know what this means, but I know what I'm being, you know what I mean? A lot of people just, they don't have it. They don't have it within them to accept that. So hopefully it gives you something to think about, some of these things. And, a lot of it was just blather, and not blather, but you know what I mean? It was just talk, probably no interest to you guys at all. It's not like it was all about spiritual insight and trying to give some help and, pointer that way to things that I've learned. It could, it wasn't really that kind of a message at 1911 on the timer, but hard to believe it's 20 minutes I've blabbed, feeling like, and I know it's not nothing. It'll hit who it needs to, even if something minor was said and it was something someone needed to hear. Do you know what I mean? It was worth 20 minutes of my time to just have a conversation and check in and, give an update of some of this stuff that's been going on, and, certainly the picture, because I want that on my timeline. I do. I take my timeline very seriously, the things I put on it and what's on it. And that's why I've taken some of this, some of my stuff's been harsh towards snakes and copycats and fakes, fucking people trying to, whatever they're trying to do, paint you, make you look a certain way, or just cause you grief and problem. But yeah, just know yourself, be yourself, and everything will be fine. Better times are coming. I can tell you this system's not going to abide forever. Whether we're coming to singularity or not, singularity can mean a whole lot more than all the fear-based bullshit that will AI surpass. No. Who made who, motherfucker? Who made who? There is no AI, nothing that a man can create that can outshine or outbe the divine in his crown jewel creation, mankind. It's planet, like just the way things are set up. We have but pale copies in comparisons, and we try to go to those standards, and we fall way short. So, no, the times we live in are God times, and God's hands, towers, judgments, things that man's not going to stop. Power going to stop it, ain't going to block it. I got a bottle rocket. Maybe I should share some music. I've had some music, but I just haven't been sharing a lot. I've been, like I said, just kind of just chilling, getting through, dealing with some of this stuff. And so anyhow, peace out, love and light, folks. Say your prayers. Sleep like a baby tonight. Because you got it right and you know you're right. Don't go to sleep knowing you got enmity between you and the Most High. That if you perhaps don't wake up in the morning, you at least know you're ready. Just saying. I've been warning. We got... Do we? Do you? I don't know about that. So just don't play around. Get serious. If you feel the spirit, you feel, hey, you need to deal with, don't put it off. Deal with it. Just do it. Just do it. I say consider the cost, but it's the same token, even if it takes you down to ground zero and nothing, and you're starting over, you took that step, that'll be honored, you'll be fine. You're just seeing the current, so you're not seeing now where you're going because you've changed that destination. So anyhow, for what it's worth, God bless people.